or maybe they can work together, find a new method. So all of the time, scientists around the world, researchers cannot solve it completely. Understand? So therefore, as I said, we can look around and see how many problems we have and how many of them we can try to solve it. Some of them is not possible to solve it completely. So if you say about the problem, I can say go to the literature. What does it mean, literature? Literature review. What does it mean, literature review? Do you know what's the literature review? Literature review. It means go to the journal paper, conference paper, read related to the problem. Related to the problem, for example, emission. Related to the problem of energy. Energy in automotive. Energy consumption in electricity. Okay? Related to this keyword, you type it and you read a lot of paper. And once you read it, a lot of paper related to the subject, not any subject. Related to the subject, we read it a lot, we call it literature review. You understand? Literature review, it means you read it, some of the papers, journal paper, conference paper, you read it carefully and try to find a different methods from solve the energy consumption from him, he published the paper, from you publish the paper, from you, 3. Maybe all of you publish the paper. 4, reduce energy consumption. Same problem with the different method. We call it literature review. So I wrote it for you. Read the literature. It is important to understand what is the already known, and the literature help us to that. Look at the other defined as a future research work, apply knowledge to the different setting population or something like that. So we call it literature review. If you say about the, okay, we like to solve the problem, I can say you can ask from, you found it from the literature review. Another method is you found it from expert. You talk with your supervisor. You talk about the manager. And you see how many methods or what's the problem we have, and then we can see. I write it for you. Seek an advice from expert person or professional. Go to the professional conference and see all of the academic person in the conference. They say this is the problem, not solve it yet. You try to solve it and you started to do research. So 2 databases is very important for the research. One of them and biggest one around the world is sciencedirect.com. Another one I show you the IEEE Explorer. So I like to you understand the disk. This one, Control C, and then we go to here. This is IEEE Explorer, and if I write it for you, Science Direct, you can see it is the Science Direct. You found it any paper as you want. You can type it auto vehicles. How many? 97,000 book and journals you can see here is there. Just 2026, 5. 2025, 6,000. 2024, 12,000 published. And you see all of the papers here. You see? All of them. You go to the next page. You see? How many? But for example, we like to see the one of them is about this one. Just we click this. You see, accident analysis and prevention is there for autonomous vehicle. This is the author names, and this is the journal name. We like to see about these. We just purchase of the PDF file, and then we order the PDF file and then use it, okay? And then you use it for your research. So this is one of the biggest Science Direct, the biggest database around the world. Another one, it has a medicine, healthcare, engineering, different kind of engineering discipline, electrical, mechanical, mechatronics, everything. Music, art, everything is there. But if you like to work specifically for electrical engineering and mechanical, you go to this journal or this database, we call it IEEE Expert. Okay? Science Direct is very broad. A lot of journal is there. While IEEE Explorer is just for electrical engineering and mechanical. So, two database I told you, we can use it for research. And for example, some of the question and research area these days is additive manufacturing, about the robotic system for surgery, the autonomous vehicle, and you can see a lot of things we can research. And one of them I asked you to do, it was about intelligent vehicle. You type it intelligent vehicle and you see a lot of papers. Yeah? And then you start the research. Anything else? I don't want to say more, but we go to the how to research for design. Any question? So far, I talk about the research. I told you what does it mean, hypothesis and research. I give you some of the example. And I told you, you can go to the Science Direct or IEEE Explorer, type it in keywords, for example, autonomous vehicle, and see all the papers, download and read. The question is, okay, for all concept is about design, research for design. How can I do? For design, we have a getting a start and research in deep. Deep second, first as a general researcher. How can I research? You see, identify about your research topic. You come to me and say, Hamid, I like to research. What's the topic? What's the topic for research? I say autonomous vehicle. You say I don't like it. You can say robot. Okay, that's good. Which robot? Autonomous vehicle. You say no autonomous. Okay. What else? I said, do you like to 3D printing? 3D printing, yes, I like. He said maybe like to work for the different areas, design for the manufacturing. So therefore, identify what's the topic you like to work. Then understanding the assignment related to the research topic. What's the assignment you like to do? Determine of the type of the information you need. How many information we need for the topics and assignment. And then you primarily start to research. You type it and prepare a lot of paper. This is general for design. Deep, it means once you read it, a paper, you say, Hamid, I like to go very deep, not in general. In the deep, you have to go to the narrow your research focus. You say, for example, I like to work for 3D printing. Which area? Material, process, performance, which part? So you go to the very deep of that, access to academic resource. You say, I need some of the professor who knows very well about this topic. You evaluate of the resources. You say about, I have a resource from this journal, this conference, this paper, this book. I evaluated which one is good and correct it. Organize your information, put it in the organization, and then cite your sources. Any question? Do you have any question? The next topic is project management. So, if you look at to the D's, I told you management of mechanical design and research. So far we are working for research, we understand. What is the next is management. What does it mean, management? Management is very broad, very big area is science, not just a skill. You say I go to the industry and I become as a manager. No. Manager or management is the science, similar as physics, mathematics. You have to pass some course, as well as ability and capability. Some of the people, they pass the course, but once they go to the industry, cannot be as a manager. We need both. We need a behavior, we need a knowledge as well. So what is the management? So if you like, you can have a break. How many? 20 is too much. 20 minutes, and then right back we can talk about the management.